Hello, thank you for joining me for a new and exciting tutorial on the Qiyi magnetic clock. Let's get started. I never thought I would do this puzzle, and it ended up that I really enjoy it. I really have fun with it. It's a good time. It's actually fun to do. It's pretty relaxing once you know how to do it. And it's pretty easy too. It's not hard to do once you learn it and you know how to line everything up or do the moves. Yeah, really fun puzzle to do. So just to start off with, on top, these are the dials, and they're very smooth. These are the little pins. There's 4 pins here. They move up and down. So yeah, it's really nice. It moves very smoothly all the way around. All 4 dials move very smooth. This is a recent puzzle that came out within the last 2 months or so. Probably about the last 2 months. I paid $32 at thecubicle.us for this. I think it's worth it. You know, if you have the money and you want a good clock, this is the clock to get. It's excellent, and it's a lot of fun. So, of course, I also have my Friday night coffee, the McCafe, McDonald's. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is scramble it. So a good way to do it is you could push in a pin and then move this one, push it back out, push this one in, and just, do it however you want, but give it a little good scramble. So you scramble the outer ones, and then you push all 4 pins up, and then, you start scrambling the other ones from the bottom. Push these 2 up, push these 2 from the bottom, you scramble it from the top. However you want to scramble it. I push these 2 in, move that around a little, move these a little, give it a really good scramble. Okay, so it looks like the hands are all in all different directions. You could scramble it however you want, doesn't matter. So let's get started. The first thing you do is you always start with the center piece, like on a 3x3. This is the main thing you're going to move. This is the main piece you're going to use to line up everything. So the first thing we'll do is we'll do this piece here, and to lock it in place, you use these 2 pins, you push them down, and then you use the bottom here to move this. You're going to move this hand so it lines up with this. You see that? Now we got both lined up. Then you push these 2 pins back up. Now we're going to do the bottom. Push these 2 pins down like that. Then you use the top piece to move these hands. So this lines up with this. That's what you're doing, is you're always moving the center piece so it lines up with whatever piece is in place. So if you want to move, let's say these, and so it can line up with this, you push these 2 down, and these 2 stay up. So it locks this in place so it doesn't move. And then with the pieces up on top, you always use, wherever it's up, use that side up here. You don't use it down here. Sorry, you don't use it down here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get a drink of my coffee. So, okay, so next we will do this one. So we'll push these two down, and then we'll push these two up. So this is locked in place. Then we use this side, because the two pins are up, to move these hands. So it lines up with this one, because you always use these to line up with the one you're trying to do. Then we push these two down, push these two up, because we're gonna line it up with this one. Because first thing you do is do the cross, like this. That's what you do first. So we're gonna use this dial to line them up, like that. Then we push the two pins up, and we got the cross. Now you push them down, all four. You turn it over like this. Now we're going to do this side, the cross again. So, let's see here. We're going to line, well, these two are already lined up, so that's fine. So we'll do the bottom one. So we'll do the cross again. So let's see here. Yeah, so this is locked, or we'll push these two down to lock it in place so it doesn't move. Then we'll use the top dial here to move it so it lines up. And then push these up. Then we're going to do this one. So we push these two down. And let's see. We're going to use this side, because the two pins are up, to line it up. So we'd move it to the right so it lines up with this one. Then we push the pins up. Then we got this one here, and let's see. So we push these two down to lock it in place, and this stays in place. Then we use the top dial to move it so it lines up with this. Okay, so then we push up all four, and then we bring it up straight to the top. So we have the cross on this side. And we have the cross on this side, all the way down. So now, it doesn't matter what side you start on, we're going to do the corners. So the first thing you do is you push this one down so it locks this. Okay, and then we use this dial up here to move these so it lines up with this. Push this back up. Then we push this one down. And we'll use this dial up here so it can line up with this one. Bring it up to 12 o'clock. Okay, so then we push this up. Push this one down here, because we're going to line this one up. And we use the top dial. Bring it down. It lined up with this. Push this pin up. Push this pin down. Now, let's see here. Yeah. So then we use the top dial on this side to line it up. So then after that, you push this pin up once it's lined up, and you just bring it up to the top. And everything is 12 o'clock on this side. Let's take a look on the other. There we go. It's solved. So it's that simple. Sometimes it might misalign, and just do the same thing, like push the pin in like this, and then just line this one up like, with this. You line it up like that. Bring it back, whatever you got to do. That's pretty much how the clock works. So if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them for you. Sometimes, so too, if, like let's say you do the cross on this side, and then Then after that, you're working on the cross on this side. Sometimes, not all the time, sometimes the cross on the other side will misalign a little bit, but just that's okay. You could just go back and redo it, like, you know, like realign it, and just make sure before you do the corners that the cross on this side and the cross on this side is lined up. Because otherwise, if you don't do that, you'll probably have to start all over again, and you know, you don't want to waste your time doing that. So so this was my Friday night tutorial. I promised. I'm sorry, I'm going to get some more coffee here. This is my Friday night tutorial. I promised to have step-by-step walkthrough for the Qiyi clock. So yeah, like I showed, it's not that hard once you learn it, and it's pretty easy once you learn it. So once you learn it, it's a lot of fun. It's pretty relaxing, and you know, it's enjoyable. So if you get the Qiyi clock, you know, if you ever want to learn how to solve it, I think this is a good tutorial. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great Friday night wherever you're at, and yeah, enjoy your night. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.